Simple Learning Activities to Think and Empower, or S.L.A.T.E, is a very scientifically designed program that keeps in mind that the target audience is the first generation learner. Stories, poems, and hands-on activities have been the main pedagogical methodology all through S.L.A.T.E. And care has been taken that we use low-cost resources. So we have designed teachers' manuals as well as teacher training programs that help to empower teachers to transact these activities in classrooms. Storytelling and poems and hands-on activities are designed in such a manner that 21st century skills are also built in a subtle yet profound manner all through the program. The curriculum revolves around critical thinking as a very important concept, because we are trying to develop a thinking mindset in children. So when we talk of critical thinking, Bloom's taxonomy has been kept in mind so that children are not just stuck on the remembering and understanding level, and they're actually getting opportunities to analyze, evaluate, manipulate objects to come up with creative solutions. So a lot of problem solving skills are also instilled in children as they look at situations and understand what could be the actual problem behind what is depicted in the situation, and what are the various viable solutions that can be created. It's so much fun to see children actually manipulate objects and create things when we integrate STEAM into our pedagogy as well. So there are lots of STEAM activities all through the program, and by STEAM I mean science, technology, engineering, arts and maths. So a lot of abstract thinking is also getting instilled in children, where they are going from concrete to abstract and then back to concrete again. A thinking mindset is what is very, very strongly advocated all through the curriculum. Specially designed worksheets are there, which also have a strong support in the teachers' manuals, so that teachers are actually getting step-by-step transactional methodologies, so that taking these to children does not become a challenge.
अभी हम S.L.A.T प्रोग्राम के जरिए बच्चों के साथ काम कर रहे हैं। जैसे कि हम पहले कैरिकुलम के हिसाब से बच्चों को पढ़ाते थे, मगर वो चीज़ नहीं थी, और अब जो हम S.L.A.T प्रोग्राम से कर रहे हैं, बच्चों को काफ़ी अच्छा सीखने को मिल रहा है, बच्चे मज़े भी कर रहे हैं और हमें भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। बच्चे नई नई तरीके से पढ़ना सीख रहे हैं, लिखना काफ़ी अच्छे से आ गया है बच्चों को। बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है इस प्रोग्राम के साथ काम करना।
दिस प्रोग्राम इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। इसमें हम बच्चों को एंटरटेन करके पढ़ाते हैं, कुछ नई पोएम सिखाते हैं, हम साइंस भी बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं। तो इसमें बच्चे आर्ट के थ्रू भी चीज़ें सीखते हैं, नई नई लर्निंग बच्चों को मिलती है। मतलब लोगों ने कहा, मतलब साइकोलॉजी में हुआ है कि इंटरेस्टिंग वे में पढ़ाना चाहिए ताकि लोग बच्चे अच्छे से पढ़ सकें।
There is a major shift from rote learning towards activity-based learning. Active learning is being promoted in classrooms. And the best part is that it is so streamlined, and the transactional methodology is so simple that teachers are not finding it difficult to implement it in the classroom. So care has been taken that, we realize that the teachers may not have that kind of training, or children may not have got that kind of a stimulus at home. So it should not be an overwhelming experience for them. So it's all happening in a very graded and a structured manner, and children actually are constructing their own knowledge. So with constructivist learning approach in mind, the entire curriculum has been so designed that children find learning as a meaningful and a joyous activity as they start applying the concepts that they're learning in their everyday life, so that they become learners for life, so that they look forward to a mainstream education. So S.L.A.T is a very powerful skill building program. And when we talk of 21st century skills, we are also looking not just at competencies, but also foundation literacy, foundation numeracy, scientific concepts, building a scientific temperament in children, and also financial literacy. So in a very subtle manner, even entrepreneurship is built into the program. And that is what makes learning very authentic and real for them.
We are Social and Development Research and Action Group, a registered NGO, and we have been working in the area of education since 2007. Our program Ukta Suraj has been running since the year 2007, and basically it is for the children who belong to the migrant communities. The children in the age group 6 to 14 are a part of this program, and they are either the first generation learners or they're school dropouts, and they dropped out of school for various family, the reasons related to family or systemic reasons, where they migrated from their native places and are here settled in Noida, Greater Noida, and the other areas, and waiting to be mainstreamed in the formal school system. So every year we have about 150 to 200 children who are mainstreamed in the formal school system. S.L.A.T.E is a very comprehensive curriculum. It has been prepared very, very thoughtfully and keeping all the learning needs and requirements of children. For instance, the requirements of children are what? What do we want the children to inculcate in the children? We want them to think, to reflect, to observe, right? So if these components are inbuilt in the curriculum, in the learning process of the child, then by the time the child grows, he internalizes these traits so well that he would never suffer in his life as far as the basic understanding of concepts is concerned. And this understanding will help him throughout his life. All right. So when we met the founder of One Teacher, One Scientist, Mrs. Vaishali Gupta, we realized that she understood the inherent needs of the child, especially the learning needs of the child. And she had done thorough research before she took the plunge of preparing this curriculum for children. So when we went through the curriculum, we found that it had all the essential components which are required for the learning of the child, and with all the stakeholders, the teachers, the parents, the community, and of course the child. So that's what we liked about this curriculum a lot.
Okay, so it's not just teacher training, but I feel parents also, who are such an important vertical as far as a child goes, cannot be neglected. And that is something that we've taken care of in our S.L.A.T program. There is a whole structured way of reaching out to community parents, and with the help of one-to-one interactions, or it could be empowering teachers on how to take forward their parent-teacher interactions, is what also comprises our S.L.A.T program. While creating the S.L.A.T program, I also felt that we need to create stuff which can actually help parents extend learning to their homes. And in such a situation, I realized that these are parents of the community who may not have resources, whether we talk of financial resources or we talk of toys or other fancy resources at home. So using simple things like what they are doing at home in terms of cooking, in terms of the utensils or the clothes that they have, they just can use all these as powerful tools to teach their child. And we do a sort of hand-holding through our worksheets, through our parental tips that teachers can share at the centers with them, so that learning gets complemented even at home, and it does not happen in silos only at the center. So whatever they are learning at the center gets complemented at home, gets carried forward at home, and parents find themselves, parents or grandparents, find themselves as very important stakeholders in the child's development. Parents feel that their bond with the child has increased, which in the long run I feel can really help in building social and emotional skills in children. And the kind of issues that children go through can actually be handled at the parental level. When we talk of fear, anger, and various other feelings that a child feels, I feel empowering parents to realize the impact of their actions on children can also be a very powerful way of empowering them in their learning journey. And that is what I'm taking care of when it comes to parental approach towards the S.L.A.T program.